Well, what have we here? 5 freshy CR500s. Today's going to be a great day. My good friend Rafi decided he wanted to sell his collection of CR500s. Jake, I was over to see Jake at Wareham MX. Jake, what's happening, brother?
What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you for hooking me up with all these CR500s.
No problem.
I really appreciate it, brother.
I knew you'd want to take a look at these.
Yeah, it didn't take me long to make a decision. I was like, yeah, I'll take them. This is an extremely rare piece. This is a 1991 CR500, original graphics, original exhaust. It's an absolute dime piece. There's not a single ding anywhere in the frame rail or in the exhaust pipe. It's about as nice as I've seen of a 91. And this is one Rafi didn't want to sell out of all of them. But it was a package deal, so we ended up getting the whole thing. This is an 89 original. This is what Junior races now. This is an 89 CR500, 100% original. I even have the original tires that came off of it in this box right here, the original factory tires. This is just absolutely unobtainium. Now, if you want to know how did a bike survive all these years with a pristine frame and exhaust, well, here's the clue right here. The rear fender's wrinkled up. The guy that bought it took it out first day he had it in the yard, flipped it over backwards, terrified himself, and it went back in the garage for another 30 years. So this is original ProLink. Look at the swing arm on this thing. It's an absolute dime piece. Look at the pegs, the rims, the forks. There's no what really blew me away about this thing, the radiators. The radiators are usually, the fins are all bent on them.
It's a telltale, yeah.
It looks like it just came out of the box. What do you think? I know what you're thinking, Junior. What are you thinking?
New race bike.
Can we keep it, Dad?
That's one you want to. I'm gonna hang this one up in my living room and I don't know, change the locks.
Yeah. So
this is a really cool bike.
This is a cool piece right here. This has some provenance too. This was one of the factory riders from New York. This was his bike at the. His dad owns a Harley Davidson dealer. Pat Maroney from Maroney's Harley Davidson. Now, the Maroneys don't often sell their stuff. I'm not sure how Rafi, you must have spent some time searching for all these 500s and this 450. How much?
I'm really crazy about. I still am crazy about dirt bikes, obviously, but
well,
for a while there, I was really searching for good, you know, clean Honda motorcycles. So that was one of them, and it's.
So you pretty much went from coast to coast. You got one of these from California, right?
Yep.
That 450's from New York.
Yep, some from New Jersey.
New Jersey, yep. 2 from New Jersey?
Yep, and...
was it the same guy from New Jersey or 2 different guys from Jersey?
2 different people, yeah. Just coincidence. Pops, come here. Guys, look at the condition of the tanks. Even the nicer tanks that we see can be scuffed up by the collar, and of course you get the tip.
It's almost too nice to ride.
There's no deep scratches here.
Look at the paint on the frame, it's just
pegs,
ridiculous.
Everything is just... You know,
Pristine.
and it's oxidized. You know, but all this stuff is so tight. There's no touch up.
One of the points Rafi made about these bikes is he's like, hey, I'm not painting the frame rails. I'm leaving them exactly the way they are.
Nature.
He wanted them original. So like normally, we usually put new number backgrounds on and stuff because of that kind of thing. But he left them 100% original. You just don't find them like this, man.
It's what the bike's encountered in its lifetime.
Yeah, it's 100%.
So, this is a genuine Honda set of front and rear fenders. It's reproduction shrouds on the 91 and the 89, but the tanks are pristine.
No, I don't think the shrouds are reproduction on the 89. They are on the 91. These are reproduction, but those are the original shrouds.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all original.
Totally OEM as from the factory.
Am I correct?
Can't see a part number.
The 450 here, again, Pat Maroney, Harley Davidson, Honda. They have a Honda and I think a Suzuki franchise over there. This was his race bike. He was a former national rider. What's the history on this? Did he ride this thing, race this thing at all?
He used it at one of the vintage events at Unadilla.
That's a cool piece. Now, this was the first year of the 450, right? 81?
Yeah, 81. First open class.
First open class two-stroke Honda ever made.
Only year that it was, you know, a red motor.
Yeah, this will be.
That's all really nice enamel there.
Yeah,
it's in good shape.
It's remarkable how clean it is.
It's in really good shape.
So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now this is kind of like the last of the Mohicans, the end of the line, the holy grail of CR500s, the 2001 last year of production. And Rafi, how on God's green earth did you end up with a street legal title for this thing?
It had a California title, and I took my bill of sale and paid my sales tax to the registry, and the state of Massachusetts is in business of taking sales tax.
So what that means for the next owner of this bike, if it does get resold, is that you can register this and put lights on it, and without having to go through inspection.
Yeah, motard.
Super motard extraordinaire. This thing is 100% original. Exhaust system. I think that the tire. What is not original on this bike?
Just the rear tire is not original, but I think everything on it is original.
Wow.
I mean, the little stickers. I mean, everything.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, normally, Jake, when you power wash a bike at the races, those last about 2 motos of stickers. Right?
I take them off immediately. So for anybody to keep them, that's,
they don't even make it to a 1 moto at the wake, right?
Take that stuff right off.
I'd like to see you on one of these, Jake, at Southwick and the 450 Pro class, man.
Hey man, if you got one for me to ride, I'll rip it.
The 500 shootout, August 1st. You got to come Southwick. We rented the track for the day for Big Board 2 Show. I got a bike for you. Just show up, all right?
Heck yeah, I'm there.
One of the young bucks rode my my 97 yesterday. What was it? What was that kid's name, Kenny? Coquinos. Justin Coquinos. He's 16. He was running up front in the pro class this weekend. This kid's super fast.
You rode a 500?
He rode my 97. He goes, "Can I ride it?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" And he went out and he ripped a couple laps. He came back. He goes, "I can't believe how good this thing is." My 97. He goes, "I thought it would be, all over the place."
Yep.
And he goes, "The suspension's good. The corner's great."
He's a good kid.
Yeah, kid's fast. Really good kid. Every time I've been to Southwick for a motocross school, he's there. Now this, Kenny, if there's one I get to keep, it's this one. This is a 1997 CR500. This is what I race.
This is a really good bike right here. If you need a super clean platform for a rider.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely.
It's all here. And you saw the frame.
This is the frame is not. There's not even a single pebble-sized ding in it.
In really good shape.
Original exhaust. I mean, to find a 97 original exhaust and everything, it's definitely remarkable. What's not original on this one, to your knowledge, Rafi?
Well, it definitely doesn't have stock tires, and it's had chain and sprockets.
But the plastics, the graphics,
the
everything.
plastics definitely. The bars.
It has original bars.
The pegs.
Usually the rear fender and the bars are the first thing to go when it gets flipped over. The first time the guy puts it in third gear and cracks the throttle.
This is a very clean, really clean bike.
Yeah, I can imagine. You've probably done it more with this place than me, actually. You can put it on the stand, though. You're stronger than me. Yeah.
Yep,
so this is an 01. Jake, did you race the 500s back in the day, or was that before your time?
Way before my
time. Way before your time, huh?
I don't even know when they stopped racing them. Was it like mid-90s or?
Yeah, I think the Nationals was what, 92 last year?
Yeah, that was my first year racing. Was 1991.
Yeah, that really could be that thing could be a motard bike.
I think I'd lose my license in about a day riding one of these on the street. Can you picture trying not to rip wheelies on this thing? So 2001. Really super clean. This hey Kenny, does this take the cake for the best 500 big bore Honda pick we've ever had?
One of them, I could tell you
it's on the podium, anyways.
Yeah, even the really clean original bikes like these have different pipes on them. I mean, you rarely see stock pipes on these bikes.
Especially on an 89 and 91.
This thing's like out of the box fresh too. Same on the 01. Something else, guys.
Yeah, man, I wish we could keep them all. Super nice.
Thank you very much.
Rafi, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you hooking us up
much.
with these. The only reason Rafi's selling this is he's building a new summer home and needed a little extra cash, right? Little cushion. Yeah. So this will pay for his windows, maybe. So you need hurricane windows where you're building, right?
You do.
You're building up on Cape Cod, right?
Where we got a velocity zone.
So ironically, guys, tell them what happened the other day about I came over your house to look at these, and then I went to do a pick at a self-storage center where we bought 2 truckloads, including 3 KZ 1300s, a GS 1150, like 13 bikes, and literally a whole truckload full of parts.
Yep.
I was there.
One of my Ken and Billy came and checked the bikes out. And you know, Ken had plans to, you know, go to Wareham to see Jake after doing a bike pickup in Wareham. So Jake had contacted me, and he said, "Hey, if you're looking to, you know, offload one of your bikes, Ken's coming up in the area. You might want to let him know." So I did. I sent him a picture of the 91, and he forwarded it to Ken, and Ken called me right away, and we're chatting. And so he stopped by the next day, and my daughter and mother-in-law were at the house when Ken. Let's see, checking out the bikes, and she was around, and so, you know, we were there for a while. It took a while to check out all the bikes, and you know, about half hour later, I got a text from my wife Sarah, who's amazing, and she's like, "Hey, thanks for holding up this pickup, you know, for an extra hour." And I'm like, "What?" And she sends me a picture of your trailer at their business, their self-storage facility, and it was they were picking up bikes from one of their favorite longtime customers that
Mr. Joy, yeah,
that deceased about a year and a half ago. Awesome guy, but yeah, just like what an incredible small world.
Yeah,
that we live in.
It is. And I didn't.
A cool motorcycle story.
I didn't put two and two together until I was at your place, and you're talking about how your business of building carbon fiber parts for snowmobiles, and then I'm at the self-storage center, and I think was that your wife?
Must have been.
I heard her in the background. Like, I didn't talk to her directly, but she said, "Yeah, we make carbon fiber parts." I was like, "What a coincidence!" Then I get a text from you 20 minutes later that it's your family that owns the place. Yep. Such a small world. Then of course we went over to Jake's and did an interview with him, and checked out his track. We're absolutely going back to Wareham. I want to do a family vacation thing there and bring my 16-year-old daughter, who's getting back into riding. So I don't want her out there with the fast guys like Jake, and so we'll put her out there on Monday with the beginners, you know. So and hit the area. There's a lot to see up in Wareham, isn't there? You got the beaches, you got the seafood restaurants, you got Cape Cod.
No, it's all good. There's all sorts of dirt biking.
Yeah, lots of you know, you've got a couple of new KTM bikes for the J Day and for extra stuff, right?
For the extreme trail riding.
That's awesome. I never asked you, did you win any championships riding?
No actual overall championships, some class championships with the Enduro series, and second overall in the series one year.
So you got a set. Your best was you didn't win a class championship yet?
I won class championships, but
what class championship did you win?
A Open.
Oh shit! You got to go sign the Hall of Champions.
No, that's not a series championship. That's just that's not it. That's not good enough.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all good.
Well, thanks again, man. These came to the right place, man. This is what Junior and I are really obsessed with right now, and hopefully for some time to come, we've got a major investment in Honda 500s. That's to say, at least. Actually, we cashed in my 401k and bought a bunch of 500s. That's what we did like a few months ago. We got $100,000 off my 401k and invested it all in bikes.
Yeah.
So hopefully it was a good investment. It's funny too, because one of the guys that I bought two bikes from, I bought two new KX 250s from, the brand new NOS ones. He said this was his 401k. He was like 78 years old, and he said he bought them as his instead of investing in a 401k, and it worked out. I paid him more than double what he paid for the bike, so it was a pretty good investment.
The guy that had that 91 that I was telling you about, that man had a staggering sight of original Honda dirt bikes, 92 to 96 CRs, and like a huge Connex container full of parts. Really? All cataloged and like new old stock. It all went to the UK in one shot, and that's what was left. Wow.
You got there right at the tail end. You got the last nice piece. Junior, you got a favorite in here?
Definitely the 89. I'm an 89 guy, but this 01 is ridiculous. So
I'd feel most at home on a 97. I mean, they're all pretty similar, but I like the 97. Great bikes. Well, thanks again, boys. We're going to bring these inside. It's getting dark out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We got some more great videos test riding all these coming your way. So thanks for watching. Oh, and for you, that dude who just commented today and said, we'd like to see some bikes before CR500's. Sorry, pal. It's going to be all 500s for another week or so. Just kidding. We got some other stuff. But this is where it's at, man. We love these things. Thanks for watching. God bless the United States of America.